Murphy Show. That's what's up. Tawana Murphy Show.
That's what's up. The Tawana Murphy Show.
In the last 4 years, you've seen the true colors of everybody that didn't like us. So I'm not going to say names right now, but only thing I'm going to say is you better hope your ass don't get in trouble, and you need Murphy to get you out of it.
That's what's up. The Tawana Murphy Show. When you got to tune in, both the real and your host. What's going on, man? She knows the most. Memphis and Mid-South, tune in, cause the diva is on.
That's what's up.
TV, Roku, and Amazon Prime. You can also see us on demand and podcast. Tonight, I have an amazing show for you. We have some things that we need to discuss and some things that we need to take care of right now. But before I get to anything else, I would like to say if you would like to advertise or sponsor the Tawana Murphy Show, you can call me at 901-437-2717. That is 901-437-2717 if you would like to advertise or sponsor the Tawana Murphy Show. Now, we all know that election time is coming. And when election time get ready to come, everybody is geared up for election. They all ready for this election time, and right now a lot of people are getting ready and getting started to campaign. Now, I don't know who's all in the race right now. I had a list that was sent to me, so I just probably would deal with that a little bit later, or probably next week in my next week's show. I will deal with that at that time. But we have things that's happening that we gotta deal with. We gotta deal with the violence in our city. And somebody told me the other day that we were 4th in the nation as the murder capital. But I think this year, I think we number 1 again, if you ask me. Yesterday, we seen, I seen a shooting on Elvis Presley in Norris. 4 people were shot. 4 people were shot. One died. And early today, I got a call from the woman that died, nephew, and he told me that one of the other men died last night. Then this morning, I got another call at 6 a.m. And that call came from somebody else. I said, guess what? It was another, get up. At first they said, get up. And I said, get up for what? What's going on? And he's like, another shooting. And I was like, for real, don't get well in Lamar. And I'm like, what? And they was like, get up, go see. I said, oh, no, it's 6 in the morning. I'm not going to get up and see nothing. At no 6 o'clock in the morning. Whatever I need to see, I will see it on the news. But I'm not getting up out of my bed, and I'm not going over there to do nothing at no 6 o'clock in the morning. I love y'all, but I'm not doing that. I still got to get my sleep time, and I'm sleepy, and I'm tired, and I'll deal with that later today. And so we have an issue. Now, of course, we have our new police chief, C.J. Davis, that is she's taking her seat now. She's in place. Now, she has a lot to deal with. She has a lot on her hands as our new police director. Of course, we had that discussion earlier today on Facebook, and I was stating some things about that. And I said, you know what? It is what it is. We hired her. She's here. So now we have to work with her. We got to work with her. We can't change it. We got to work with her. That's it. That's all. There's nothing else we can do at this point. She here. So now we need to work with her. But she has her hands full because every day we have 4, 5, maybe 6 killings a day. It doesn't make sense to me. Y'all always know I say it all the time when things don't make sense. It just don't make sense. And that just don't make sense to me. Now, July 1st, the permitless gun carry kicks in. And when that permitless gun carry kicks in, you think we got issues right now. You haven't seen nothing yet. Nothing you have not seen yet. And that's when I get to Governor Bill Lee. Governor Bill Lee, he signed that into law a few months ago. That as of July 1st, we can now do permitless carry. You don't have to have a permit to carry a gun. Now, some people will say, well, you know, why should we have a permit? I've gotten that. I've gotten some people that say, why should we have a permit? And then I got some people say that, no, we need to have a permit to carry a gun. So anybody can carry a gun as of July 1st. Anybody can carry a gun. Do I think it's a tactic to this? Yes. Let us just kill up each other. It's okay. We can all just kill up each other and let that be the reason. Because you gave us permission to just go get a gun without having a permit, without going through the preliminaries of getting a gun and having that permit. So Governor Bill Lee signed that into law a few months ago. I was outraged about it. Let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think about 5 or 6 people that I know was outraged about the mere fact that July 1st, you can carry a gun permitless. Any way you want, you can carry it. And I'm the only one outraged about this? I shouldn't be the only one outraged about this. All of us should be outraged about this. But guess what? There's nothing we can do. We can't change it because he signed it into law. Now next year is the governor's race. 2022 is the governor's race. If I'm not mistaken, it's 2022 is the governor's race. Now, I'm not going to mention who's in that race because some of them names I don't even want to mention on my show that they in that race. So I had a plan, and I told y'all what my plan was. And the plan was this. We get one candidate that we can bag to run against Governor Bill Lee and get him out of office and make him a one-termer. Now I have, from what I counted so far, I've got about 200 people that's with me. I need more than 200 people that's going to be with me in order for us to get Governor Bill Lee out of office. I need more than that. And us as African American people, we should be outraged about it. Know why? He's killing us. He's killing us. And let me just say this, not all white people are racist. Let me make that clear for somebody to say, no, she's talking about this. No, he's doing this. Not all white people are racist. But we do have white people that's in power that are. And that sign bills into law, such as permitless carry, such as taking out Black history out of our children's books, such as taking history out of Black history out of schools altogether, such as controlling our schools, telling us what to do in our schools, replacing our superintendents. This is what this governor has done. But am I the only one outraged about it? And a few other people that I know that's outraged about it? That's not even ethical. That we're not all outraged about what's going on right now. Our city of Memphis, is out of control. And we got to do something to change that. Somebody told me yesterday, well, Tawana, what does education has to do with this? What does replacing political leaders have to do with this? Political leaders are the ones that write the bills. They write the bills. They tell us what to do. And it took me a long time to get that. And somebody talked to me one day and they said, Tawana, certain things you can't do. Yes, it's got to pass, but Democrats, Republicans are the majority. I get that. I get that the Republicans are the majority. But here's my thing. If Democrats can put a bill together, and the bill is worth having, why is it that we can't get the Republicans to side with us for once, even though we're the minority? I'm just saying. Why come we can't get a bill good enough to say, they can say, okay, yeah, we can work with you on here. We can flow with you on this bill. But that does not happen. And the people that we have out there to represent us has not properly done their job. fussing. Some people say, well, you fussing. I fuss a lot. Everybody know I fuss because that's just who I am. I'm just going to fuss. If I don't like it, I'm going to fuss. Until you change it. Now, if you don't change it, then I'm going to continue to fuss. Don't give me anything to fuss about if you do your jobs. Somebody told me the other day I was a shock jock. I thought that was so hilarious that they told me I was a shock jock. I said, I am not a shock jock. Let me make this clear to everybody. I am not a shock jock. But when it comes to our people getting their just diligence, then I will stand up for that. I stand up for what's right. I'm not out here blasting anybody's personal business because I don't give a damn about your personal business. I don't give a damn who you screw. That has nothing to do with Murphy. I don't care what you doing in your private life. I don't care who you sleeping with. That ain't my problem. But what my problem is how we run our city. What are we doing in our city? And we elect these people to do their jobs. When they come out and they run for these offices, they tell us what they gonna do. We gonna better our schools. We gonna clean up poverty. We gonna make our low poverty area, we gonna clean it up. We gonna rebuild it. We gonna make it look good. We gonna get more jobs. We got more jobs. They just don't want to go get them right now. But we got more jobs. Let's give them jobs. Let's get these people out of poverty. Those are all the things that they promise us when they run for these offices. And once they get in there, nothing is done. Schools are controlled. History is controlled. But gun control is out of control. Make sense. Make that make sense to me. Let me say that again for some of y'all that may not hear what I just said. All our schools, but they not controlling gun control. Ain't that something? Looks like to me they want us to kill each other. We kill each other anyway. It's just another brother dead on the streets. They don't care. We have some that do care, then we have some that say, that's just another brother gone. That's our job. Let's just get him on off the street. Who cares? No uproar about our brothers being killed. We got kids dying in the streets as young as 1 year old. We got kids dying in the streets. And yet still July 1st, we got permitless carry. What's the irony in that? Am I upset? Yes. Because we allow this to happen. The same way we voted to get President Biden in office and Vice President Kamala Harris in office, we need to vote to get Governor Bill Lee out of office. We need to have that same turnout that we had for this presidential election. We need to have that same turnout for this election next year. And the only way we're going to do it is that we have to work together to make it work. Some of y'all don't care anyway. But when you are affected by it, oh, you got a problem. Because you are now affected by what's going on right now. You are affected. And now that you are affected, you angry. You upset. You mad. Oh, you real mad. But you didn't care in the beginning. But now you do. Oh, you care now. You hot as a pistol. For something that we should have done on the front end. If we do our jobs on the front end, we don't have to worry about what's going to happen on the back end. And sometimes, even if we do our jobs on the front end, the back, they still mess it up by the time we get to the back end anyway, because their heads done got big and they done got big, full of themselves, and now they just want to do whatever they want to do. That changes too. Now, I don't have a problem with any of our elected officials. And I say this all the time. I have no problem with our elected officials. I just don't like the decisions that you make for our city. That's my problem. I don't dislike you personally. I dislike the decisions that you make for us. I dislike the things that you do. It has nothing to do with you personally. Nothing at all. But I expect you to do your jobs when we elect you in these offices. I expect you to do your job. I don't expect nothing else but you to do your job. Now, I know everything is not going to go our way. I get it. I know there's some things we may have to give and take. I get that too. But if you ain't fighting for it, and you just letting it go fall by the wayside, then what we got? Or you taking my bribes to sell us out, then what we got? We got nothing. Am I upset about what I see in this city? Yes. We have an uncontrolled city. Our city is out of control. And yet we still don't have enough officers. What's it say? I heard on the news the other day that they're going to merge a majority of our schools, they're going to merge. We don't have enough students. Kids won't even go to school. We can't even get our kids to fill a school. And we can't get our teachers to teach. We got a problem. Memphis, we have a problem. Shelby County, we got a problem. And it all goes back to the people that we elect to be in office. Governor Bill Lee, he gotta go. I'm sorry. Some of y'all may agree, some of y'all may disagree. Some of y'all probably gonna agree with me. Some of y'all gonna disagree because he probably gave y'all a few $100s on the table. Don't know. And I don't care. But when it affects our people, I have an issue with that. And I got an issue with that. Call it what you want to call it. Say what you want to say. We have an uncontrolled Memphis. We have people that barely want to do their jobs. But yet still nobody saying nothing. They'll say something once stuff happens. Once it happens, then they'll say something. Once it happens, now everybody got to say. If you would have dealt with it on the front end, we wouldn't have this problem on the back end. That's all I'm saying. We wouldn't have this problem on the back end if we would have dealt with it on the front end. That's all I'm saying. This is a problem. This man is a problem. And he's going to continue to be a problem until we get him out of office. Our job is to get him out of office and get the right person in office. It all goes back to we got to vote. We got to vote. We got to vote. And if we don't vote, then he's going to continue to be our master. I'm sorry. Don't say that. Yes, I'm going to say it. He's going to continue to be our master if we don't vote. He's going to continue to control what we do in Shelby County and in Tennessee. He's going to continue to control that if we don't do our jobs and vote him out. Now, this just not hurting us. It's hurting some Caucasian people as well. We all being affected by it. Not just us, everybody's being affected, especially by this gun law. All of us are being affected by this gun law. In the education system, all of us are being affected by the education system, not just our African American kids, our Caucasian kids, our black and brown kids. We all being affected by this new transition that they're getting ready to do with education. We're all being affected by that. But our African American kids are being affected because they can't learn their history. And if they're taught their history the right way, then Governor Bill Lee gonna take away funding. That's things that we gotta think about. It's things that we gotta do. And it's our job to get them out of here. And that's all I'm gonna say about that. And I'm gonna leave that right where it is, because we gotta go into some sad news. Today I seen on Facebook, it was posted all over Facebook. It was posted all over Facebook that we lost Leon Gray. Leon Gray, former TV reporter for iHeartMedia Inc. He was a DJ. He was a special assistant to the judge at the juvenile court of Memphis and Shelby County. He was also a legislative specialist at Shelby County Board of Commissioners. Leon Gray and I spoke all the time. Whenever I seen him, we spoke. He threw some stuff at me, I threw some stuff at him. But we spoke. We were cordial all the time. And the last thing that Leon Gray posted on his post was June 3rd. And it reads as such: forgiveness is for all of us who decide we have to have what we've never needed in the first place. Rest in peace, Leon Gray. You will be missed. Memphis, we have lost an icon in our city. And a lot of us are grieving Leon Gray. I gotta go to a quick commercial break. And when I come out of my commercial break, we're going to talk about this pipeline. We're going to talk about the people that accepted money in this pipeline, with this pipeline. Now, I'm not going to throw them all out there because there's a lot. And I said I was going to open my line, so I'm not going to throw them all out there. But I am going to throw a few out there. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about some of the people that took some money, spent the money. We're going to talk about some people that didn't take the money and gave the money back. The pipeline, the Byhalia pipeline. We're going to discuss that when I come back from commercial break. You're watching the Tawana Murphy Show right here on Svp TV, Comcast 31-1798. You can also watch this show on Amazon Prime, Apple TV, and Roku. Also on demand and podcast. Remember, news is news. Facts are facts. Miss Ruby sung the blues, and Tawana gonna bring you the news. I'll be right back, right after this.
Tawana Murphy Show, that's what's up.
That's what's up. Tawana Murphy Show. That's what's up. Tawana Murphy Show.
That's what's up, the Tawana Murphy Show.
In the last 4 years, you've seen the true colors of
Oh,
That's what's up.
From the city of Detroit, tune in to Nurse Informed with Nurse Michelle George. She's tackling health and political issues that impact the African American communities around the world.
In the past year, the world is still suffering from a global pandemic called COVID-19. In the United States, as of April 2021, over 31 million confirmed cases, over 566,000 deaths, and over 23 million Americans have recovered. In the United States, communities of color have disproportionately accounted for almost 30% of deaths in some states. Hello, my name is Michelle George, and welcome to this segment of Nurse Inform. We're going to talk about the impact of COVID-19, a global pandemic.
Nurse Inform, weekdays, 6 p.m. SVP, Roku, Fire, and Apple TV. SVP TV, the voice of the city.
Tune in, 'cause the diva is on.
That's what's up.
And we're back. You're watching the Tawana Murphy Show right here on SVP TV, Comcast 311798. You can also watch the show live on Roku, Amazon, and Apple TV. You can also watch us on demand. This is a global show. You can watch it anytime. And if you go to on demand, you can watch it again if you want to, just in case you missed something. You can go back and watch it again. Now, sometimes for all of my listeners that's following or watching the show, sometime my show may come on at 7, sometime it may come on at 7:30. Let's just clear that up for a lot of people that's asking where I am. Some may come on at 7, sometime it may come on at 7:30, but I am on. But I'm on. You just may have to flip the script or something, but I'm on. So I just want to make sure you guys are aware of that. Yeah, on channel 17, I'm at 7:30. I'm on at 7:30.
Every Friday.
Yeah, every Friday I am there at 7:30. And I just want to make sure that we made that clear, and just to get some stuff out of the way so that we won't have any issues with nothing. Now I don't know what's going on with 31 because they said I'm not on 31, so I don't know what's going on with that one. So I'll let y'all know later about that one. But let's jump into this Byhalia pipeline. Now, many of us know we've been going through with this Byhalia pipeline for the last what, about a year now. I think when I heard about the pipeline, it was about 6 months ago when I heard about the Byhalia pipeline. And then it kind of did something fun. You know what? Let me just fix this. Byhalia pipeline. They're running the Byhalia pipeline through our black neighborhoods, which means if they lay those pipes, which they already have, I'm just gonna be honest, which they already have. When those lights are paid, when those pipes are laid down, that could possibly contaminate our water. And so the fight continues about this Byhalia pipeline. It goes down 3rd Street, it goes all the way through 38109, and then it goes to oh God, I'm so tip of my tongue and I can't say it. Boxtown. It goes all the way through Boxtown. It's coming through our black neighborhoods. And from what my understanding is, they still trying to take the houses of the homeowners that's been in their homes for over 30 years. Some of them has gotten notices to come to court for their homes out there in Boxtown. And if they don't show up for court, guess what? Their houses are gone. Houses that they worked for years are gone. And so this fight for this Byhalia pipeline, it still continues. Back and forth to court. We're fighting over this pipeline. This pipeline it's going to destroy our water. If ever we get an earthquake and those pipes burst, we're going to have a Flint situation. It's going to be Flint up in here. I'm just telling y'all what's real. It's going to be Flint up in here if those pipelines burst. We don't need them here. We don't want them here. However, we got to deal with people like Deidre Malone and the Malone firm that's spearheading this. Y'all know Deidre Malone. Everybody know Deidre Malone. Now, I don't have a problem with Deidre Malone. Let me just make that clear. No problems with her. problem when you're trying to destroy our water, when you're running pipelines through a predominantly black city, black neighborhoods. You're taking our homes from homeowners that's been in those homes for over 30 years. I have a problem with that. But guess what? Let me go. TT, I'm gonna bring that picture right back up. Bring Van Turner's picture up for me. Van Turner is the president of NAACP. He is also a county commissioner. Deidre Malone serves as the second president of the NAACP. So let's connect the dots here, because sometimes when I'm explaining something, I kind of tend to talk a little bit fast, then I have to slow down and come back and fix it. So let me slow this down a little bit more so you can understand where I'm coming from. We're going to connect the dots. Deidre Malone, a former county commissioner, and is a consultant for the Byhalia Pipeline project. Deidre Malone has been contacting nonprofit organizations to support the pipeline. Now, Van Turner was on my show a few months ago, and I asked him about this Byhalia pipeline. He did specify that he took the money. In fact, the NAACP was given $25,000 that he spent. They spent $25,000. Now, Van Turner also told me, now I'm going to tell you, whatever he tell me, I'm going to tell you directly what he told me. Now, I'm not going to stray from what he told me. But he told me he took the money for the Byhalia pipeline. However, he did not support the Byhalia pipeline, but he took 25% in support of it, he said. That's what he told me. He spent the money on the community. That's what he told me he did with that money. He spent $25,000 on the community. I'm only telling you what he told me, and if you go back, you can look at one of my shows where he was the guest, and he'll tell you what he did with that money. Here is my thing with Van Turner taking that money. If Van Turner was not in support of the Byhalia pipeline, then why did you take the money? Is my question to Van Turner. Why did you take the money if you wasn't in support of the Byhalia pipeline? Ida B. Wells gave the money back. Ida B. Wells, they didn't want no part of it. They gave the money back. But Van Turner spent the money. But if you was not part of that, if you did not support the Byhalia pipeline, Van Turner, why did you take this money is what I'm saying to you. Why did you take the money? So if you took that money, that means to me, this is just me speaking. I don't know how it looks to y'all, but y'all can tell me how it looks to you. To me, it looks like he is in support of it because he took the money. Correct me if I'm wrong. I could be. I could be. I know I'm not going to take any money from anybody if they planning on running a pipeline through our city and they giving me some money. Anybody give you some money, oh, it's for a reason. You just ain't gonna get no money just to give it to the community. Oh, take this money and give it to the community. It's a reason for everything, especially if Deidre Malone got her hands on it. Oh, it's a reason. Best believe that. She don't do nothing without no reason. Now, I've never met her personally. Let's just make that clear. I never met Deidre Malone personally. They tried to set us up to meet each other about 5-6 years ago. And for some reason, time just didn't permit us to meet each other. Then they tried to make us meet up again about 2 years ago. However, time did not permit for us to meet each other. It wasn't meant for me and Deidre Malone to meet each other. Because God knew that this was coming. This Byhalia pipeline that she's a consultant over. She told somebody a while back, this is a fight that we're not going to win. You're paying people. Non-profit organizations. And my thing is, if you took that money, you're in support of it. The Memphis Library Foundation received a $5,000 check from the Byhalia pipeline in December. And this came from the executive director, Christine. That happened after the foundation worked with Malone. After they were working with Malone, then Malone gave them a $5,000 check. I'm just saying. And these are all facts. These are all facts. I'm not going to give y'all anything but facts. These are all facts. Facts. She gave him a $5,000 check. Is what she did. Some of the other nonprofit organizations that collected money from the Byhalia pipeline are as follows. Y'all already know Van Turner took $25,000 for the NAACP. I told y'all what he did with that money. The great Reverend Melvin Watkins, pastor of Mount Vernon Baptist Church. The pastor of Mount Vernon Baptist Church received an undisclosed amount. He is the chairman. I'm just trying to break this down for you. He is the chairman of Uplift Westwood CDC YMCA Whitehaven. Allegedly, he received $50,000. So I was told. Allegedly, he received $50,000. Pastor Reverend Melvin Watkins of Mount Vernon Baptist Church received $50,000. Byhalia Pipeline, chairman of Uplift Westwood CDC YMCA Whitehaven, $50,000 he took. Facts. I'm giving y'all all facts. I'm not straying from facts. These are all facts. And if you don't believe me, you can look it up. I'm not gonna give y'all nothing but facts. Straight facts. That's all I can give you. Regional One Health received an undisclosed amount. And when they say undisclosed amount, that means they received a lot of money. They didn't receive no cracker dollars. If y'all know cracker dollars, they didn't receive no little cracks. No ma'ams, no sirs. They received some dollars. When they say undisclosed, baby, it's higher than 50,000. They received. Now, guess what, y'all? Can I tell y'all something interesting? Ooh, can I put this thing together for y'all? Because I'm trying to give y'all a sandwich. And y'all ain't listening to the sandwich that's building here that started from Deidre Malone. There's a sandwich here that I'm trying to build for you. I'm trying to let you see what's happening here. Regional One received some money from the Byhalia pipeline. But guess what? Can I tell y'all something? Guess what? Van Turner sits on the board of directors there. You tell me. I'm just connecting dots here. That's all I'm doing. I'm just connecting dots of who's who getting what. University of Memphis $250,000. University of Memphis, and that is the Earth Science Research Center. They received that money. They spent that money. They spent the money on public education, groundwater, but can't take the position. They won't even give them a position on the pipeline. They won't give them a position, but they took that money, $250,000. They took it. The University of Memphis Earth Science Research took $250,000 from the Byhalia pipeline. According to Brian Walden, he's the director of the program. He told us, this is what it is. It is what it is. No matter how you want to fix this thing up, it is what it is. But that's not the half of it. See, I'm going to tell y'all something else. That's not the half of this money. The works. I'm gonna make this clear to y'all. I'm trying to give y'all a sandwich. I'm trying to put this sandwich on the right way. And I always describe things as a sandwich because when you got a sandwich, it's always the top and the bottom bun, bread or whatever you want to call it. Bread or bun is always the top and bottom. But you got to fill that sandwich with something. You don't want air sandwiches. You got to put some meat, some lettuce, some tomatoes. Y'all, that's my analogy for everything I do. It's always called, I'm going to build a sandwich. And so I'm putting this sandwich together for you. I'm trying to make you see what this sandwich is looking like right now. And the people that's taking this money, I'm trying to tell you and show you how the sandwich is being built. And it's all being built from Deidre Malone. I'm trying to show you here how this money's being built. The works took $7,500. Spent it. Councilman J.B. Smiley. Councilman J.B. Smiley is the secretary of the board of directors at the works. Don't y'all see how this sandwich is being made? Don't y'all see it? Don't you see it? When you got a sandwich, you got Miracle Whip, mayonnaise, however you want to put it together. I always build a sandwich with everything I do because I want to know how this sandwich is being made. How did it come together when you build a sandwich? So I'm building a sandwich here. I'm building a sandwich. So my thing is, if you took this money and you spent this money, you can't tell me. You cannot tell me that you don't support the Byhalia pipeline if you took that money and spent the money. You can't tell me you ain't supporting that Byhalia pipeline. There's nothing you can tell me. You can't tell me. Because I'm not going to take no money from nobody if they're trying to destroy our neighborhoods. I'm not going to take no money from nobody. If that means I gotta sell out my people, I'm not taking no money from nobody. And not just my people, anybody that it's gonna affect. I'm not gonna take no money. I'm not taking no money. So I'm just giving you the gist of some of the people that have taken money for this Byhalia pipeline, and then they smile in our face and act like nothing is wrong. They ain't did nothing. Oh, he gave me the money. I use it on the community. Oh, you gave me money. I use it on education and health science. Oh, you gave me the money, but I use it on the add to the YMCA. Oh, but I took the money. My thing is, if you took the money, doesn't that give you approval? Did you put your stamp of approval on that Byhalia pipeline if you took that money? Isn't that your stamp of approval that it's a go for you? I'm just saying. You tell us one thing, but you're doing something else. I'm just trying to figure it out. I'm trying to get this thing together here, and I'm trying to figure out what the rest of the sandwich is. But the sandwich started with Deidre Malone. It started with her. And so this is what we are. People are being kicked out of their homes. They own these homes. Some of these people been in these homes 30, 40 years. And Deidre Malone and her consultant firm is offering them pennies to get out. And some of them, they're not offering pennies to get out. If they don't come to court, they just lose it anyway. Somebody told me the other day, I thought they left that alone. No, they need it. Then there's another ordinance that came out and said they were going to put it like 150 miles away from schools and neighborhoods. That was the last I heard. Now, City Council has to go back on July 7th and so I hope y'all are all aware of it, because this is important. If it's not important to some of y'all, it needs to be important to all of us. Not just the black and brown people. It needs to be important. It is. You know what? I take that back, because I've seen so many Caucasian people out there that's against that pipeline. So it affects all of us, because they're going to lose their homes too if they don't go to court. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I ain't even asked nobody if they wanted to call in, because I've been talking. I got 10 minutes left. I haven't even asked nobody if they want to call in, because this kind of stuff right here, it pisses me off. That we got to deal with this continuously. We got fight after fight after fight, and sometimes it get exhausting when you got to keep fighting for stuff that we shouldn't even have to fight for. It's exhausting. We're fighting for the Byhalia pipeline. We're fighting to minimize crime and the murders in our cities. We're fighting for education for our kids. We're fighting to educate our kids. It's a continuous fight for us. And the people that's supposed to represent us and serve us have not made this fight easy for us, because they're bucking against us. Y'all buck, that's a Chicago talk, y'all. Bucking. That's a northern thing. Bucking against us. Because they're bucking against us. I fight for what's right. I go off for what's right. I don't get Tawana, she doing this, she crazy. And we're not getting nothing out of this, then yeah, I got an argument. I got a problem with it. My show is not to hurt nobody. No, that's not what I created this show for. But I did create this show to make my people aware of what's going on in our city. I created this show for people to know who we need to keep in office and who we need to get out. So no, they don't like what I'm saying. It's okay that you don't like what I'm saying. It's okay to have your opinion. I deal with those every day. Everybody got opinions. That's fine with me. I don't care. It's fine. It's fine to have your opinions. Have your opinion. Because at the end of the day, it's just your opinion. It's just yours. Say what you want to say. That's your opinion. Don't bother me. Call me what you want to call me. Say what you want to say. Don't care. Because my job is not to please you. My job is to get things done the right way. And if you're not doing your job, then my job is to make sure that we get our people out here to vote your ass out. That's my job. And trust me, I got a crew rating. Next year's election is going to be a beast. There's difference. And when I see your difference, I'ma shut up. You want me to shut up? Then make a difference. You want me to shut up? Do your job. Do your job. You don't have no problem. When you write about it, I'll ride with you. If you ain't right about it, I'm going to tear your ass up. Simple. Simple. Tammy Sawyer, I ride with her because she made a difference. I ain't got no complaints. Certain stuff she doing, it's like, girl, sit down somewhere. What's wrong with this girl? I tell you when you're right, and I tell you when you're wrong. If I don't like something you did, I'm going to tell you. If I like something you did, I'm going to tell you. I like something Tammy Sawyer did. So guess what? I'm riding with her because I like what she did. State Representative G.A. Holloway did something good a few weeks ago. I liked what he did, so I rode with him. Some stuff I don't like he did, and I tell him about it. It is what it is. These are the people we elect in office. I got to get ready to go. I think I got about, what, five minutes left? These are the people that we elect in our offices. And these are the people that we need to change to get out of those offices. Now, election is coming. Some of them running for city mayor. Some of them running for county mayor. Some of them running for all them other positions. This county commissioner, state representatives, who else is it? County mayor. All that stuff. All that stuff. Many of y'all already know I hate politics. I don't care nothing about politics. And I touch the surface of it and I'm going to leave it alone. I ain't getting deep into politics because I hate it. So I'm going to tell y'all what it is and I'm going to leave that mess alone. Because I hate politics, period. Because y'all brought a bunch of crooks and suits and ties. That's how I see it. That's just my opinion. I don't know about y'all opinion. I can only tell you mine. Y'all a bunch of crooks and suits and ties. And some of y'all in dresses. Y'all just a bunch of crooks. That's all. That's how I see it. That's it. That's all. That's my opinion. And before I take it back, I'll add more to it. It's my opinion. I'm entitled to that, just like y'all are. We all entitled to an opinion. Do your jobs and you won't hear from me. I'll congratulate you if you do your job. If you don't do your job, then expect to hear me. Expect to see me on some occasions. And I don't mind getting in your face. I have no problem with it. I want you to do your jobs. That's all I want. That's all I'm asking. Do your jobs. I don't have to fuss. Do your jobs and I can find something else to talk about. But guess what? Because y'all don't do y'all jobs, I always got something to talk about. Because y'all always giving me something to talk about because y'all always doing something stupid. So y'all keep me in business. Because y'all keep doing stupid salmonella boo-boo. So you gonna keep me rolling. Because I always got something to talk about because y'all give me something to talk about every time. Do your jobs and I'll find something else to deal with. I congratulate you on the front end and I'll find something else to deal with. I got a problem with none of y'all. All I want y'all to do is act right, do your jobs, do what we elected you to do, your job. How about that? How about that? Do what we elected you to do. We elected you to do your job. Do your job. Do your job, we have no problems. It's simple, y'all. It is so simple. I ain't seen nothing so simple since Ethan was born. Simple. Y'all make simple salmonella boo-boo hard. Again, I have no problem with Van Turner. I have no problem with Reverend Watkins over in Mount Vernon. I have no problem with J.B. Smiley. J.B. Smiley has been doing stupid salmonella boo-boo since he's been in office. And some of the stuff he's done good, I applaud him for it. But he done more. You know what? JB some kind of crazy. Y'all can call me crazy, but JB Smiley is some kind of crazy. I promise y'all he's some kind of crazy. I don't care what y'all say, JB Smiley is some kind of crazy. He did more wrong than he did right. I'm just saying. He been doing more wrong than he did right since he been in that seat. I ain't got no problem with JB Smiley. I got a problem with some of the stuff, some of the decisions he's made. Oh, I got a problem. No problem. Personally, I have no personal problem with J.B. Smiley, Councilman J.B. Smiley. The decisions he's made, I got a problem with it. Because it shows me you're incapable of going to the next level. And from my understanding, I'm not going to mention it right now, but from my understanding, Councilman J.B. Smiley wants to go to another level. But if you're incompetent in the level that you at right now as a councilman, what makes you think I'm gonna vote you? I'm gonna vote for you on the next level, whether that's mayor, whether it's governor, whatever you're trying to run for that's higher than the seat you in. If you are incompetent right now, what makes you think that we're gonna vote you in a higher office if you're incompetent right now? That don't make sense to me. It may make sense to some of y'all that love him, but don't make sense to me. And you can love him all you want, because if you love him, he's still gonna hurt you in the wrong one, because we all get hurt in the decisions that he makes. Election coming up. Election is coming up. And guess what? I'm not supporting nobody in this election. I'm not supporting nobody. There's only 3 that I want out of office, that I'm gonna support the opponent on that. Only 3. Other than that, I ain't supporting nobody this election. I'm just not. I'm not supporting nobody. There's 3 that I am going to support, and it's because I want the opponents out of office. That's the only reason why I'm doing it. And I'm gonna make it my business to get them out. And then there's another one that I am going to support because I want him in office. So 4. I take that back. 4 that I'm going to support. Everybody else, I don't care. Well, I do care. Because, yeah, I take it back. I do care. I care. I care. I'm not going to say I don't, because I do. I care. I just want you to do right. Do your jobs. Do your jobs. We don't have any problem. Listen, I got to get out of here. The Monet Show is coming up next. So don't leave nowhere. Just stay tuned. And she'll be coming up next with all of her special guests that she has week after week. You're watching the Tawana Murphy Show right here on Svp Tv, Comcast 311798. You can also watch us on Roku, Amazon Prime, Apple TV, On Demand. You can watch this show all around the world. If you want to rewatch this show, go to On Demand and bam, or download the Svp TV app. You can watch my show live whenever you want, however you want. You can rewind it, stop, go back, take a picture of all my crazy expressions. If you want to, you can do whatever you want to if you go back to On Demand. Remember, y'all, news is news. Facts are facts. Miss Ruby sung the blues. And Tawana Murphy gonna bring you the news. Until next week, good night and better tomorrows.
Tawana Murphy Show, that's what's up.
That's what's up. Tawana Murphy Show. That's what's up. Tawana Murphy Show.
That's what's up, the Tawana Murphy Show.
In the last 4 years, you've seen the true colors of everybody that didn't like us. So I'm not going to say names right now, but only thing I'm going to say is you better hope your ass don't get in trouble, and you need Murphy to get you out of it.
That's what's up, the Tawana Murphy Show. When you got to tune in, want the real in your